Chris took a chance there with the overhead. I don't think a few years ago we would have seen her hit an overhead off of that. That just shows how much her game has matured, that she will take a chance like that to hit an overhead off a mid-court ball.
And her control at full stretch like that lob during the course of that last game is remarkable.
She's confident now. She's a different player now. Beating Monica Seles 6-love, 6-2 gave her a tremendous amount of confidence.
And a Fuji eye view of the surrounding district. All quiet down there, but what heat and tension is building up here. And I think both of these players will be most relieved that that spell of very hot weather has temporarily left us. Lovely day for playing tennis.
I believe that playing there distracted Zina on that forehand. She's missed a lot of forehand balls today. Chris winning 16 of the last 19 points. Chris is definitely in control here. Zina's lucky to get a racket on this ball. Now watch the footwork here. She scoops the ball up the line, catches Zina out of position.
Love 40.
And I feel that Zina can sense the crowd's support for her opponent today. We thought that that would be a factor, and I think it's inhibiting her own performance.
No question about it. She's a little flustered right now. She's missed a lot of balls badly. She hasn't just made mistakes, but she's...
Game over. She leads 5-2.
Making bad mistakes, and they've given Chris Evert a 5-2 lead in the first set. This opening set, in which she's played really very, very steadily since game 2 ended.
Here's a fine example of what Zina has to do today if she wants to defeat Evert. You watch this great return chip there. Now watch her move forward here for this volley, really going, thrusting forward. John, I believe Zina has let Chris dictate the tempo after the first 2 games. She was playing real aggressive when she first started, and then Chris has kind of gotten into a rhythm and is dictating the pace now. Much slower pace than Zina Garrison would like it to be.
.30 at 5-2 first set. for the short serve.
Everett's got to get that passing shot a little lower. Cannot have that passing shot shoulder level here. Now watch how high this ball is for Zina to hit. I mean, she has all day to prepare for that. Nothing Evert can do. Chris shaking her head. She was lucky she won that point. She really didn't put enough on that first volley. It's like Grand Central Station here with all these planes.
Zina Garrison. Evert leads 5-3.
Well, if you remember, she lost game 2 on 2 consecutive double faults. That's her 4th now, and it's also cost her a game. She served for that set. 5-3 now. Garrison showing a little bit more composure.
15-5.
You know, and in the game before that last one, Zina Garrison had served 1 double fault and hit only 1 winner and made 10 unforced errors. That's where she'd been hurting herself, but she cut them out on Evert's serve just then.
Well, she started being a little bit more aggressive, John.
What touch?
30-11.
Getting her ball toss out a lot more in front now for her serve, increasing her first serve percentage. Really trying to jerk Evert out of the court on that first serve to set up an easy second ball.
An increasingly confident Zina Garrison. 5 games to 4 Evert now. She'll be serving for the set when we return.
She's winning 71% of her first serves, but only 30% of her second serves. That's because Zina Garrison's putting an awful lot of pressure on that second ball of Chris's. Did you see how close to the net she was on that one? Zina closes really tight and susceptible to a lob there. Chris has used it well today.
Brilliant.
Garrison anticipating really well on that first volley. She knows that Chris favors to hit the ball cross court.
Chris standing in 3rd place in terms of the overall number of Grand Slam singles titles. The great Australian Margaret Court with 24, Helen Wills Mooney with 19, and Martina Navratilova with 17. Margaret Court, the 2nd woman to score that elusive Grand Slam. The first, well, there's a trivia question for you at home. Who was the first woman to score a Grand Slam? Oh, that lovely change of pace.
Zina thanking the heavens for that one.
15-40.
Really a confident point there for a 15-30 point for her to hit a difficult overhead, and then also try a drop shot as well. Watch that racket control there. Moving forward the whole time, just cupping the strings.
Lovely game from Zina Garrison. She's come to life with a vengeance. And the last 3 games she's played, the equal of her match last year against Martina.
Chris tries the lob here. Great athleticism. Look at the scissor kick back there, backpedaling. Now watch how low she stays down on this forehand. Really gets under the ball. She finally hit through one of those. She'd been tentative on the last few forehands that she'd hit.
5 all.
Chris trying to respond to the challenge here by being aggressive as well, taking a chance by coming to the net. The only problem with Chris at the net, John, in singles, is she doesn't move forward that well.
Look at that string of points that Zina has now won. Similar to the sort of run that Evert had to get that 5-2 lead.
Badly timed ball by Evert there. She really pulled off the forehand. I think Andy and Donald are negotiating for something there. Zina's first ace of the match. Both players serving at 55% first serves.
And a second ace of the match for Zina gives her a 6-5 lead. And the answer to the trivia question, Maureen Connolly, 1953. With the shrieks of the crowd, it appears that the call will stand. 1-love to Garrison.
That was a bit lackadaisical, going for the drop volley, not the percentage play there by Garrison. Service looking tight, isn't it? I jinxed her.
Too tight. 5 now. Double faults.
I spoke with Jay DeLuey, Everett's coach, before the match, and he said that Chris is hitting out and up in her serve, and he felt really confident about it. But 5 double faults in the first set. It's not a good indication.
3-1, Garrison.
The 3-1, containing just that 1 point against the serve. Double fault. was a passing shot worthy of Chris herself.
There's Willard Jackson, Zina's fiance, looking just a little bit nervous there, chatting to himself. He's been flying back and forth from Houston all week to see these matches.
Just missed the line. And 3 times in the course of that rally, the ball hit the line.
Zina's using some really distinct patterns out on the court today by bringing Chris Evert to the net on drop shots, slicing a lot of low balls mid-court, also changing up with the looping topspin forehands. Really trying to upset Chris's timing today, and she's done a heck of a job of it so far.
1-5. And a lovely wrong footing ball out to the forehand made Chris hurry, and suddenly a string of set points, 5 in a row. It's out, and Garrison, after leading 5-2 and being caught at 5-all, has won the tiebreak 7 points to 1. And I think, seeing that latest shot of her returning the serve, the Garrison wiggle will certainly become fashionable.
Certainly is intimidating to the server, I'll say that. By Evert, taking the chance, coming to the net. Zina prefers to hit that ball off the slice, but for the pass, she needs to hit the topspin, and she doesn't quite have enough confidence off that backhand side yet. She's hardly hit any topspin backhands today. They've predominantly been all slices.
Didn't she stay down well for that one?
Chris with a little volley there. Now watch her turn here and really keep her head down, threading the needle for the pass. Watch it right there. Back leg under. Good leg extension.
what a point!
That was incredible. Both players working all angles of the court here. Watch Zina swinging forehand volley, and Chris just as much power. Now watch the good footwork here, but she's all the way out of position. Zina just has to volley this in the court.
And the sort of rally that we saw repeated time and again in that epic battle last year against Martina Navratilova, with Zina that day just too quick for her.
Time there by Garrison. She's picking her opportunities to come to the nets a lot better than she used to. The nice moon ball to the corner, and watch her just sneak into the net, moving forward all the time. Watch her get down for this volley there. Look at that knee bend.
She's really thinking it all out down there beautifully. That, I think, is the sort of pattern she wanted to establish early on, but never quite did. Didn't have the confidence then.
Well, that backhand chip right there was really hit with a lot of authority. Hit the ball nice and low, so Chris had to hit the ball up, set up the easy volley.
First break of serve goes against Chris Evert. Garrison looking so beautifully confident. 2-1 to her, second set.
Oh! 15 low.
And if Zina Garrison just keeps her head here, she will score an historic victory. Historic, because it will be Chris Evert's last appearance here.
Garrison working all angles of the court today. Short, low, deep. Andy is looking a bit pensive there, John, wouldn't you say?
Well, today it's time for the agony. There has been ecstasy.
Zina's gotten a lot of away with a lot of those wide serves today, but Chris took a step over on that one, was waiting for it. After Zina's second round loss to Louise Field at Wimbledon, she decided to rededicate herself to the game, went on a really strict training program, lost about 10 pounds, and has had good results ever since, beating Pam Shriver in the finals of the Virginia Slims of Newport on grass, reaching the semis of Virginia Slims of LA, and the finals in Virginia Slims of San Diego. She's definitely come into this year's U.S. Open more prepared than she ever has been, mentally and physically.
Tight backhand there into the net, allowing Chris the break of serve. Having led 2-1 with the break, she lost her serve. Oh, she's quick.
This game is a true test to see what Zina Garrison's made out of. Watch the cute little drop shot there. Chris gets this ball easily, but watch the athleticism and quickness of Zina Garrison. She flicks that ball down the line. Chris didn't think she would get there. Watch her stay down for that drop shot. Always on her toes here, even when she's moving backward. Good change of direction there. I think Zina's finally at a point where she believes in herself 100%, and I think it's because of all the hard work she's put in. She's had some good results to confirm that. And John, it stems back to the old belief factor. You can see it in Zina Garrison's eyes. She believes she should win these matches, not just be a contender.
And I think you pointed to that wonderful match we referred to already against Martina here last year. That's what finally did it. After that string of losses against her.
She told me that match alone gave her enough adrenaline for the rest of the year, and then winning the gold medal at the Olympics with Pam Shriver in doubles.
That was another emotional moment.
It's just the icing on the cake.
Seeing those girls on the podium with the tears streaming down their faces, it was a glorious sight. Playing for the United States, of course. 2-4.
Zina's real superstitious, too. She told me that she and her fiance Willard have been having Chinese food every night. They've been going to the same restaurant, and now the waiter doesn't even give them a menu anymore or ask him. He just knows exactly what they're going to eat. It's the same spring rolls, same soup, same everything. She fell down in the corner out of exasperation.
Well, that was the most remarkable rally. She had patience. She was so quick. And the brilliance of that pass is worth at least 2 points.
Refused to give up and play dead. I mean, she's been a tenacious little fighter this whole match today.
She's really come back beautifully. Garrison, remember, was 2-5 in that first set, largely because of unforced errors. 14 unforced errors in the first 7 games of the first set. Only 3 in the last 6.
15-30.
And the one remaining question mark is, has she the true belief that she is going to beat Chris Evert here before an adoring crowd? We think that she has. I believe she has. It's on the line.
Well, she's not showing the nerves, John, that she showed last year against Martina Navratilova, because against Martina last year, she almost choked her brains out.
And they gave us all a heart attack.
Including myself.
Willard's having a bit of a heart attack down there just now.
I asked him if he got more nervous for the wedding or watching her play, and he says, I'm a little more nervous for the wedding, which is in about 3 weeks.
Oh, that is magnificent. So there was a little more left.
Good pickup here by Garrison, but watch Evert get over here. She's all the way out of the court, but really rifles a forehand for the winner. It's one of the few times she's gotten a ball past Garrison all day.
Well, everybody thinks that that was in, but I'm sorry to disappoint them. It was a fault. Or a let.
I believe it was a let.
A let, excuse me. But still, it's break point. Oh, clever.
Marvelous touch there by Garrison in the pressure situation, hitting a drop shot, which is such a low percentage shot. I wonder if she's feeling these nerves, John.
Reminds me of the drop shot that Arantxa Sanchez hit against Reggie at Wimbledon at match point down.
I saw that. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that is truly wonderful.
Oh, my gosh. It's match point.
Zina Garrison has played magnificent tennis from 2-5 down in the first set. Standing at match point. Listen to this.
Zina taking a couple deep breaths there. She's got to be thinking about this a little bit.
It's all over. And with that shot, an era has ended.
What a professional, though, Garrison is. She didn't make a big to-do about it, just said, showed very little emotion.